Hello.
Hello,
Welcome.
Ruth. Thank you very much.
Okay, so today, my guest today is an auditor in one of the financial institution in Germany, and she's a colleague and a friend. Her name is Diana Popper. Diana, you are welcome.
Thank you very much, Ruth. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. I'm so glad that you were able to make it and you managed to have time for us on this program. So, Diane, once again, is also a very busy person and very kind-hearted. So, with her, besides her career, Diane also is very passionate about helping people through mastermind and by motivating them. And this is just her passion or her hobby that she decided to do to help people for during her private time or her leisure time. And I appreciate what you are doing because I think it's a great job. This is something people do for their career, but you decide to give it to us for free, and it's really amazing. It's like this is what I think or I believe that we should all be doing one way or the other. We should be able to sell our talent and help others with it. So thank you for your generosity.
Thank you, Ruth. I am touched by your words and I am flattered. That I agree with you that I think everyone should live their own passion. And especially, I think when we have a gift, I think we should give it to the world because it's a pity not to give this gift and not help other people.
Yes, I agree with you. These are part of my policies as well. So thank you, Diane. So Diana, so like you are aware, we all know what we are going through now. We are in a time that seems like a war. It's like a world war that we are living in, except that this war, we are all on one page in this. We are all fighting one common enemy. So it's not like someone is against each other, but we are all into it in this. So, but you know, in my opinion, we are all doing this. What is it that we should be taking out of this, or we should be doing during this time around? Should we be panicking and just not do anything, or is there anything you think we can be doing about this?
I can only give you what I am doing and give you my opinion on this and what I see around myself from the mastermind groups that I am leading and guiding, and what people do and what I am doing as well. I think that this is a period when we can really reflect. We can reflect on who we are and who would we like to become. And I believe this is really a good moment to take a step back and really start reflecting on how would we like our life to turn on? What are our passions? What are our skills? How can we do more to contribute in this world? Because now we are all locked in our houses, as you said, and the only way to put out in this world that we have is through online media, right? And
Yeah.
I think that this is a good opportunity for all of us to just go out there and spread our joy and our happiness. I know that many people are suffering right now, but for me, this is just another way of growing. Because for me, the way you interpret the events that are happening today, they actually reflect what you are living on a daily basis also in the past when this situation is not there. Because the way we interpret now these events, this is the way we interpret all the other events in our life. So for me, it's just a way of reflecting on, okay, what's happening all around? What are the lessons? And how can I grow in this situation? And this is the way I see every obstacle. And this is the way I am trying to also have other people to see this period and see all the other obstacles in their life, because they are actually only a way of growing and improving ourselves.
Yeah, that is so true. I agree. The way we perceive this period is the way we interpret anything in our life. So, whatever you choose to do today or perceive this whole situation, you reflect, your lifestyle reflect in that way of thinking. So it's very, I think you are so right, and I agree with you. So if I will add to that also, I will say that this is time for us to be positive and to be reborn. I tell myself, and I tell my group also, that this is time, the time that we are supposed to be reborn. And one lady asked me, what do you mean by reborn? Yeah, so for me to interpret to her understanding or her level, she's a very strong believer, a Christian, and I told her that, I explained to her this way. I said, you are a Christian before you became a Christian. You were not then a Christian, but they had to baptize you. And yes, and then after the baptism, you became a new person. So, and I was telling her, so this season is just the same process. It's the similar process. If you see it that way, but that is how I see it, that this is a process that we are preparing ourselves to be reborn. It's like a mother gets pregnant and give birth to a child, and that child go through some process and become someone. So we are in that process now. So it's up to us what we want to take out of it to grow. So it's time also for us to reflect. So this lockdown, it's an opportunity. That's how I see it. If you have the opportunity to be home and to be indoor, you have a very good time to reflect, you know, in everything, your talent, your passion, and all that, and then think, what can I make out of this? What can I share out of this? How can I use this to benefit the world and myself? You know, what can I do to motivate myself? So after I explained, she said, wow, I never thought about it that way. I've been so busy following the news, reading every day, and it's so much affecting me. I get so much panic attack every time, and I never thought of thinking about something else. I'm always thinking, how can this go away? And when is this going to go away? And so she has never reflected on anything positive besides the negativity. So I agree that we need to change our mindset in how we see this whole thing.
Exactly, but you know that the issue that we have, I think, in our society today is that we are more used to people who are complaining than to people who are happy. And this
Yeah.
is an example that I always give to people. If you meet in the street a person who will tell you, today I don't really feel well because I don't know, it's Monday and you know, I have to go to work, your reaction to this person will be, oh, indeed, I also don't like, I go to work. But instead, if you meet a person who is like super happy, I love my life, this is it, right? And then you will say, this person is crazy, what's happening? I always give this example in my mastermind groups.
Yeah.
I, I find it so incredible. We are so used to complain and just think of the worst. And indeed, as you said, because now we are bombarded in the news with all these negative emotions and feelings, and they are there, right? We cannot ignore them, and we should not ignore them, I think.
Mhm.
We should take all the precautions, but in the same time, as you mentioned, we should be here working on ourselves and
Yeah.
reflecting and being aware of what's happening inside. And I
Yes.
was also talking to many friends, and I was telling them, I am doing so many things. I really feel very well because I am in my house and I have so much time for myself. And they were
Yeah.
like, I don't understand you. I am lost. I would just want to go out. I want to travel. I want to do this and that, because
Yeah.
this is how we grew up, and this is the conditioning that we have from our school, from our parents, from the society. And then
Yeah.
we just keep going without really thinking about what we really want and what's happening inside ourselves.
Yes. This is true because, and also, this is our first pandemic that we are experiencing. Some of us, maybe the old ones, they have experienced similar thing, but this is our first. So maybe people of our age, we this is the first time we are experiencing this, and it's, of course, it's not so pleasant to anyone, because there are people that have lost their jobs, and they are not sure what is the future for them. People have stayed home for maybe 1 month, 3 months, and they are going back. They don't know if I'm going back to get my job back, or that is it, I have to start life all over again. But it's up to you. Like we said, whatever we perceive, you know, we see it. So whatever you take out of this, or the interpretation you give this, is what is going to happen. This is the time that we have to learn to manifest something positive in our life, no matter the situation. I always tell people, and I keep saying it, that there is a reason for everything. Nothing happened for no reason. So
Absolutely.
yes, so there will be a room for us later to travel one day, to have that freedom all over again. Or there might not be, but how do you fix that? But like you said, there are more people are now more into listening to people who complain than those who are happy. And people pay more attention to people who are more sad today, like you're saying, complaining, nagging at everything. People pay more attention to them than to see someone who is trying to do something productive, or yes, be so excited. Sometimes somebody asks you, why are you so excited all the time? And yeah, why are you always smiling? You know.
That's a good
Yeah.
question.
And then someone asked me, we were talking, and I said, I don't know what happened to me, but since this whole thing started, I'm not so scared. Like, I've not been so afraid that, like, breaking down out of this. And I don't know, I'm trying to feel that, like, be so scared like some others are doing, but I'm not. And she looked at me and said, really, are you serious? I said, yes. You must be crazy. I said, why are you not scared? He said, I don't know, because that is the mindset. I decided not to go through that path. And you can also do it also. We can all do it, because if you harbor all the fear in, it's not going to give you the room to be productive.
Absolutely, absolutely. And this is what exactly what we are discussing also at the beginning, that the fear very often stops us
Yes.
because we have these limiting beliefs, and we think that, I don't know, if I do this, something bad will happen. And we stop dreaming. We stop our lives, and we don't dare going out there in the world and reinventing ourselves exactly the way you said. This is the period when we can reborn ourselves. And those people, as you mentioned, who lost their jobs, or who, I don't know, maybe even lost members of their families, I think this is the moment when they can really push forward and can really reinvent themselves. And
Yeah.
I would say that this is really like life is giving them a push, you know, like it's no longer possible. You have reached your limit, and from now on, you have to rethink your life, reinvent your life, and recreate who you are inside.
Yes, absolutely. Recreate who you are inside. So, recreating who you are inside, our heart goes to those who have lost their loved ones and families, friends. We are all in this, and I am very sorry for those who have lost their loved ones during this time, because it's really hard.
Yeah,
And yes, it's very hard that you see your family dying, but you can't go closer to say bye or anything. It's
yeah,
really tough. It's very
yeah,
hard, and uh, I am with them. We are all with them, and
yeah,
they're
absolutely,
not alone. But
absolutely.
we just have to find a way to move forward and
I
create something out of this.
Yeah, I also believe that indeed they lost their loved ones, and these are very, very difficult moments, right, to overcome. But
Yes,
at the same time, they are here,
yes,
right? So they are still on this planet, and there is a reason why they are here, and
yes,
they should take full advantage of this because we are all in the same situation. We never know when this is going to happen, right? Now,
yeah,
because it's the pandemic, but I don't know, you have an accident, you have whatever, right? So this
yeah,
can happen for everyone. It's not like we are immortals.
no,
And this is the point, is that we don't realize that
yeah,
we don't have illimited time on this planet, and we don't take full advantage of this moment, of this precise moment that we are living today. Unfortunately, this is what we are all doing, and it takes a while until we really get it, that okay, we have to get out of this mindset and start really like being present in our lives and being living with passion and with all we have, just living the way we want to live.
yeah, absolutely. So we have to follow our heart and then unleash our purpose in life, unleash our passions, reflect on what we can do from inside to the outside world. This is really interesting conversation I'm having now. I'm really enjoying it. I hope this will not,
Thank you
yeah,
so much.
I hope it will not end. Like you said, we all have something to share. And
Absolutely.
yeah, I was telling someone today that the negativity about this and the nagging, it's enough. It will not help anything. So we all have to be a warrior, prepared that we are all warrior, we are all fighting. When you have a war, you are fighting a war. You don't, you know, you make a sacrifice. You also do something, you face it and fight it. You go in it to win, not to lose. So what are you doing in this war to win? Are you creating something to lose to the war, or you are trying to, are you doing something to fight it and win? We have to find a way to win this. And there is a reason you survive this, or you are surviving this. So we all have to reflect and ask, what is my purpose in this? What can I also do to contribute to the world? I think maybe things might not go back to how it was before.
Yeah,
Yes. So we have to create that awareness that if we are going to be reborn, or we are being reborn, then we have to recreate everything. And it starts from us. If you don't do it, nobody will do it for you.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I was in a seminar recently, and our trainer was telling us to really pay attention. And this was happening at the beginning of the year, right? When we didn't really have cases, but
Yeah.
there were some news that this is coming. And he
Uh-huh.
was really telling us, pay attention to what is coming, right? Start taking care of your health and
Yes.
start taking care of your mind, because this is happening and you cannot avoid it. And as you mentioned, maybe we will not go back to the way we used to live.
Mm-hmm.
And this, I think, is going to be a shock for many people if we don't start right now to do
Yes.
all these changes. It's not
Yes.
tomorrow, and for sure it's not yesterday. So it is now that we need to act.
Yes. It is now. So we have to take action. And Diane, you are doing really a great job with this your mastermind. I'm really impressed what you are doing. And I don't know, but I just want to say thank you because you are changing life. And I'm very grateful for that. I'm very proud. Diane, have you we met during what is the name? The train the
Train the
trainer
trainer, yeah.
success was train the trainer at Frankfurt.
Yeah.
And we connected. We had dinner and lunch, breakfast, few times together. It
Yeah.
was really amazing. It was great time for me talking to you the first time. I was so connected and attached, and I'm glad that we are still connecting.
Thank
Yeah,
you so much. It was exactly the same for me as well. And this made me think a lot, that we never know who we are going to meet in our path. And we
yeah,
never know how these people will help us and support us at certain point in time. And you already did it a lot with me. I had moments when I was really like feeling down, when I didn't have the energy to stand up. And I was really trying to force myself and work with my mindset. And I was also thinking that there are moments when I just have to accept what's happening inside myself.
yeah,
There are moments when we have to force to get out of that state, and moments when we have to accept it. And
yeah,
that was one of my moments when I was thinking, okay, what should I do? Should I fight it or should I like just accept it, right? And
yeah,
then you just came out of nowhere, starting to giving me so much energy and advice and encouraging me. And I really, really appreciate it. It helped me a lot to really realize that actually when you are out there and you are visible, people just start coming towards you and they just start helping you as well. So it's not just that I am helping other people, they are also helping me to grow because
yes,
you never know who you are meeting in your path.
yes, exactly. This is true because I said, if you are giving, you are also receiving.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was teaching someone, and I out through that I learned a lot. I felt that okay, this is something that myself I haven't really accomplished that. So I have to go through that exercise myself.
Mm,
And there was a lot of discovery through
mm,
that. And so from that day, I believe that in giving, you also receive.
absolutely.
Yeah, so we should not be selfish
Yeah,
in giving. And you have led the way, or you have shown us that it is very fulfilling to give sometimes. It's very
absolutely.
fulfilling to give. And really, it's a great example that you have exhibited. So I am learning also, and you have also been very supportive. When I get confused sometimes along the way, I know who to turn to. And so I know there is some great pal out there. I can call her anytime and then
Absolutely.
get some advice. So yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
I think this is what we should all be doing. Thank
Indeed. And
you.
this is what I see so much. And I was so impressed by the people in the mastermind group. They
Yeah.
came into the mastermind with doubts, right? Like with confusion. They didn't really know whether they wanted to be there, what
Oh,
they are doing there. And then after a few weeks, I saw them transforming. I was absolutely touched and impressed because
wow.
sometimes people just need a little push. They don't need a lot, just a small motivation or just to
Yeah.
tell them, okay, just take action, just do something with your life, right?
Yes.
And then
Right.
they just do it by themselves because this is inside ourselves. There
Abs-
are certain things that we need to learn, I don't know, technical things, but
Yeah.
all this part of personal development, the moment you start to work with yourself, it comes out. You are discovering so many things.
Yeah.
So many things are inside, and I am discovering every single day what
Yeah.
is my potential, what are my skills, what I can give to the world.
Yeah.
And I am absolutely passionate, as you mentioned at the beginning,
Mm,
about this part of personal development. And for sure, I will keep growing and
yeah.
keep helping other people. And I will also ask for support whenever I feel like
Yeah.
I need this support, right?
Yeah. Right. Absolutely. We all we are all learning, and I don't think we ever finish learning on this earth.
Exactly.
Yes, because it's just like they upgrade the computers and all that. We also need to do the same thing. You can be good at something, and then on the other way, someone else is good at the other one and not you. So we need to also connect and learn from each other, support each other. I think this is what is expected of us. And yeah.
Yeah, and for me, this is really the best opportunity online to meet other people and to gather together, because you don't need to travel, you don't need to go to other places. You just click on a button and you
Yeah.
are there in a room with people from all over the world.
Yeah.
You see other cultures, and for me, this is really a good opportunity to really grow and really discover something else, something that maybe in the past we didn't dare to do it, right? Because we had other chances, other opportunities, or other ways of doing it. But today we don't. This is it. And I think we should take advantage of this.
Yes, I agree with you. So, you are doing this globally,
Yes, yeah.
and yes. So, how do people get in touch with you?
So I have my Facebook page where I started to publish my mastermind groups.
Yeah.
And I had in my first mastermind group, I had people from US, from
Yes.
Romania, from India.
Oh my
It
God.
was absolutely incredible because you can see all the cultures, right? And in India, for example, people are more calm. I don't know, in Romania, they are crazy. I am Romanian. Right? So you can see all these differences, and even when people talk, they you already see it in their voice, in their energy, their gestures. It's absolutely amazing to
Yeah.
see the culture, but also all the learnings, right? And the way they are, I don't know, challenging each other or giving feedback is like you can right away see the really the added value from these mastermind groups. I was absolutely impressed by the result and to see how much people were growing.
Yes. Wow. That's really awesome. If you are in a room with all kinds of energy and with all this vibration, and something good is coming out of you to someone, that means you are sowing a seed,
Yeah,
a seed that will yield a fruit that we can all eat, because these people will end up helping someone, and that
absolutely,
someone help another person. And this
absolutely.
is very impressive. Thank
It
you.
was, thank you so much. This
Yeah.
was my question in my last meeting with them. I asked them, okay, now that you are growing, that you are standing on your own, right, on your feet, you are independent, and you know what you want in your life, would you
Yes.
like to do these kind of things? And they all answered yes. We would all like to contribute and help other people. And I was
Yes.
really impressed because actually, the moment we grow ourselves and we discover who we are, then we
Yes.
want to give to other people. And I
Yes.
think this is what I would like to do in my life. This is, let's call it my mission, to
Yes.
really help other people so that in the end, we help as many people as possible in the world.
Wow. This is really touching. I am very much impressed because there are a lot of people out there that never get this kind of help, and people who have a lot that they can share also, but they don't have the opportunity to. And I can relate to that because if I had gotten all the help I needed earlier, I think that I would have been doing great things by now. So it is my mission also to help others out there. So I am ready and I'm already doing that. I have group of women that I'm supporting, and I think we should all do this.
Absolutely.
We should all learn to share the little that we have. I don't have big for now, but the little that I have, my resource can reach. I'm ready to share with everyone. So people can reach you on your Facebook page.
Yes, yes.
And do you have website or something
I have
that
a
they?
website, but it's not yet active.
Okay,
So we no, I don't have yet this kind of things. No.
okay. So they can contact you through the Facebook.
Yes, yes. I think it's the easier way. And plus, I am publishing everything. Whenever there will be another mastermind group, I will publish it there
Okay.
so
So they
people
can
can
watch
see.
the video also
Yes, yes,
from the mastermind group.
yes.
Awesome. Thank you, Diana. And
Thank you, Ruth, very much for having me. It was really a pleasure.
yes.
I enjoyed it, and you gave me a lot of energy after
Ah,
my working day.
yeah, thank you. Me too. I got a lot of energy from you. I was working earlier and kind of tired, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't feel tired now. And this is what you get when you follow your passion, so
Absolutely. And this is
yes,
what I realized all the time is that whenever I go into this passion of mine, it's like, as you said, all the tiredness goes away. It's
yes,
like it's no longer there. And for me, this is a sign that I am on the right path, that
yes,
this is what I really love and I really enjoy. Right.
yes,
And I think we should all discover our passions and our purpose in life, and
yes,
to really think like, what is it that I am supposed to do? What are my skills? How can I contribute to this world?
yeah. Thank you. On that note, if you are watching and you haven't discovered your passion yet or your purpose in life, this is the time for you to do that because it's very important. There are people that are working in places, very high places, but they don't feel happy. They are not fulfilled. Probably the universe or God is telling you that this is not what you are supposed to be doing. There is something more than that for you. So if you are watching, just listen and reflect on this and see what you can take out of this. And if you ever need any help, you can contact any of us and we are ready to give you that. So thank you for being on this call. And really, I appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
Very grateful.
I think we will keep in touch and we will keep touching lives,
Yes.
because I think we both have the same mission. And I think there are many other people like us.
Yeah.
And I think we should continue growing this community of people helping each other and really supporting each other. And for me, the online part is really, for me, the moment to do these kind of things and get together, right?
All right. Wow.
So thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. So, what is your last word for all the women out there?
For the women, I would say to get into an empowering mindset. I
Yes.
really believe that the moment we discover our true self,
Yeah.
we tap into our potential,
Yes.
and then there are no more limits. We just keep growing and we keep developing and impacting other lives. And the more we do this, and the more we grow. And I believe it's really a matter of having the right mindset, working with it. There are so many tools in place nowadays: affirmations, gratitudes, thinking about what is happening inside, the little voice. This is what Blair Singer calls it, what's happening in our mind, right?
Yeah.
Tools for free out there nowadays. We just have to go and grab them. There is
Yeah.
nothing else to do. We just have to want it actually.
Yes.
And then we have no limits. So I think
Wow.
my message would be really look for your purpose in
Yeah.
life,
Yes.
live the life that you really want to live
Yeah.
your dream life, live your passion,
Mhm.
and don't let anything stop you.
Wow. Thank you. Don't give up. Don't let anything stop you. Keep moving. Keep looking, and you will find Thank you, Diana.
Thank
Thank
you, Ruth.
you so much. And I hope to have you back again next time.
Absolutely. My
And,
pleasure.
and have a good night.
Thank you. You too.
Okay, bye.
Bye bye.